Hey Kate, finally it's December, so I think that calls for a little celebration. Dance break. Stop. Okay, so today I had planned to talk to you about the sort of editing process, getting started with the editing on my novel, but seeing as I don't really see myself continuing with what I've written, I'm going to have to talk about something different. Now, don't get me wrong, I'm very proud of what I've written. However, I see it more as a collection of sequences which have been very loosely strung together. So, as a creative exercise, it was valuable, but it's really not something cohesive that I want to continue with. However, very, very recently I found myself becoming involved in more and more writing projects, which I'd like to talk about today. Now, the first project I'm doing is I've recently started going to this short film thing at college, and the first thing we're doing is we're making a short mock trailer for a horror film. Now, we're not actually going to make the horror film, we're just making the trailer, but I'm really quite excited about it. I get to play the killer. It's going to be fun. Secondly, I am in the very early stages of writing a teen vampire movie with romance. That's right, baby. I'm doing Twilight. But Twilight as I think it should be. Now, it's a 3 to 5 minute film. It's black and white, and it's silent. I want to do justice to vampires, not 17-year-old. Ugh. You can only describe them in sounds. They're just, those kind of vampires. What I want to do, I think it would be fun if I sort of took a young Nosferatu. If you haven't seen Nosferatu, go watch it. It's free on YouTube. I'll put a link in the sidebar. But I want to do a young Nosferatu in just my college, and a sort of love story in there, and it's all going to be contained in this very short film. And I'm really looking forward to it. Other than that, I do have a literary project which I am just starting to work on. It'll probably pick up more momentum over the Christmas holiday, but it's because I will confess now, big sci-fi nerd right here. And I figure, if you're going to write about something, I mean, I was silly, I haven't read enough coming-of-age, romance, self-discovery, road movie type books to really be fully equipped to write what I was aiming to write about, whereas I've read lots of science fiction, and I think it's a really interesting genre. It doesn't have to be Star Wars, it doesn't have to be all laser beams and spaceships and everything. I like the more intelligent science fiction which has something to say about the state of the modern world, modern society, and that is what I'm aiming to do with this new piece. I've set myself a word limit of about 25,000 words, which I think is a good length to work with. It's about the same length as Kafka's The Metamorphosis, and I love Kafka, and I think I quite like short novels, short and to the point. Now, that doesn't sound very intellectual of me, but long doesn't necessarily mean, intellectual. I mean, just look at the Twilight books. And I think that's quite enough rambling from me for today, so until next time, stay groovy.